Brad Pitt steals the show with his long hair, so I thought I should do the same in this review. The mane is loose. We follow a reclusive romance novelist and her cover model as they get swept up in a kidnapping attempt that lands them both on a cutthroat jungle adventure. But before I probably start with my review for The Lost City, which hits UK theaters this Wednesday, April 13th, I want you to start a conversation about it down there in the comments. Are you excited? Have you seen it? Anything and everything down there? And if you love movies and TV, this is the place to be, so consider clicking that subscribe button so you don't miss any future conversation on your favorite movies and TV. A big shout out to Paramount UK for granting me a chance to watch this one early, and if that premise sounds incredibly silly to you, I have good news. This film also thinks so, and it fully embraces it. The self-aware humor throughout this film is incredibly on the nose, and that makes it endlessly likable. This is a film you can nitpick the crap out of, and there are issues which I'll get into, but the Nee brothers, who I was not familiar with at all before this film, give it this infectious energy throughout that not only shows great comedic timing, not only shows great jokes that they wrote into this film, but also they handle action sequences in an amazing way that ups the momentum and ups the kinetic energy that is all helped and comes across as this perfect synergy through the direction and through the amazing cast in this film. Bullock and Tatum share infectious chemistry. They are absolutely electrifying on screen, be it with the verbal jabs that they exchange, or be it through the great physical comedy that this film illustrates, be it sometimes they're taking leeches out of one another's bodies, they're sleeping in a really small hammock, and then they're just arguing, but they're all so endlessly likable throughout this. These characters are just perfectly fit for them, with Bullock showing that she's one of the most naturally funny performers out there, and Tatum leaning into the necessary silliness of this film. She's this very reclusive, like I said, romance novelist who didn't go to study writing. She was an archaeologist to begin with. She comes from this messy past where she dropped off of that career. And Channing Tatum, he's essentially just a dreamer who came to Hollywood and LA with hopes of being an actor, but then found this niche for himself in being a cover model. And while he loves what he does, she's kind of disheartened about everything. She is about to write her last book, she feels, throughout. And this film takes this notion of romance novels, the cheesiness and silliness that comes with it, and it runs with it till the end, and it fully works. The Lost City is a jab at romancing the stone and films of the sort, but it works almost like a scream for that genre. That while it's a send-up of all these treasure hunting adventure films, it's also a celebration of what makes them so special. Think Raiders of the Lost Ark or National Treasure, but with more risque and raunchy humor. If you're into that kind of thing, this film will really surprise you, as it did me, because it was one of those experiences where I was constantly laughing, but it wasn't just that I was constantly laughing. This film sent me up on this uproarious laughter along with my audience for its entire runtime. 90% of the jokes really hit on this one. And obviously Daniel Radcliffe as the villain knows exactly what he's doing. He's chewing up the scenery exactly as much as you want to, and you have an extended, glorious cameo from Brad Pitt that is probably the highlight of the film. And since you asked for it, here we go. Brad Pitt absolutely nails his role in his glorified cameo, and as funny as it was, it inspired me to let the mane loose, as he's got this beautiful lock of hair. He's a former Marine and now is very into Zen, and there is a mid-credit scene, by the way, so you should stick around for that. Brad Pitt, just incredible in the little bit that he has on screen. When it comes to drawbacks for The Lost City, they're pretty easy to find. Structurally, this is a very by-the-numbers, predictable film where it's going and where it wants to end up. My biggest issue personally was that sometimes character motivations just changed from one scene to the next. It almost felt like there were missing scenes. But this is a send-up of the genre, a comedy that is meant to make me laugh, and boy, did it make me laugh. It's one of the funniest films of the year, and the biggest surprise of the year thus far. As someone who had no knowledge of these directors, as someone who thought the trailer itself was very by the numbers, the endless charm of the film, the charisma of its cast and characters really made it shine. And by the way, despite the film being set mostly in a jungle, The Rock does not show up for a second. The Lost City delivers gut-busting laughs and excitement throughout. It is exactly everything you want from a romance film and an adventure film. It's a blend of the genres, it's a send-up of the genres, and a celebration of the genres, all at the same time, while Bullock and Tatum are absolutely electrifying on screen. I'm giving The Lost City a B. But those are only my thoughts on The Lost City. What did you think about it? I want to know in the comments down there. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much to Paramount UK for granting me a chance to watch this one early. And thank you to my channel members, Bruna and Stuart, for making this video possible. And I have many reviews right now up on the channel, and many more to come. I hope to see you in those. The Northman is coming very soon. So until the next one, love each other and love the movies.